What if the government actually told you the truth? Not a leak, not a whistleblower, not a Freedom of Information request that took 7 years to process. The government, on its own website, today. On May 8, 2026, today, the United States Department of War published 162 classified files about UFOs, videos, photographs, mission reports, and documents spanning 80 years of sightings, from Roswell in 1947 to infrared footage recorded over the western United States in December 2025. No security clearance required. The address is war.gov/UFO. You can go there right now. One of those videos shows an unidentified aerial object making multiple 90-degree turns at approximately 80 miles per hour near the surface of the ocean. 90-degree turns at 80 miles per hour without decelerating. The Pentagon cannot explain it. This video is going to go through every single file in that release, what it shows, where it came from, what the military actually says about it, and what questions it leaves completely unanswered. We start right now. Let me give you the full context first, because how this release happened is as important as what it contains. In February 2026, President Trump announced he was directing the Pentagon and other agencies to begin declassifying government files related to unidentified aerial phenomena, UFOs, and, his exact words, extraterrestrial life. The initiative was given an acronym, PURSUE, Presidential Unsealing and Reporting System for UAP Encounters. The agencies involved, the White House, the Pentagon, NASA, the FBI, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the Department of Energy, and components of other intelligence agencies. This morning, the Department of War, the Pentagon was formerly renamed the Department of War under the Trump administration, published what it calls Release 01, 162 files from the FBI, the Department of Defense, NASA, and the State Department. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said in a statement, "These files were hidden behind classifications and it is time the American people see them." The Pentagon's own statement was careful. It said, and this is important, that many of the materials have not yet been analyzed for resolution of any anomalies. In other words, they released the raw files. They did not release conclusions. That is actually more honest than most people expected, and it means the burden of interpretation falls on everyone who looks at these files, including us right now. One more thing before we get into the footage. The Pentagon's 2024 report, published before this release, found no evidence that any government investigation had confirmed the existence of extraterrestrial life. That finding has not changed. The 2026 release does not include a conclusion that these are alien craft. What it includes is footage and documentation of things the government cannot currently explain. Those are different claims, and holding that distinction clearly in your mind is the most important thing you can do while watching this material. Start with the video that is being called the most significant in the release. The United States Central Command submitted this to AARO, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, as an official UAP report. Duration, 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Footage type, infrared. Location, near the surface of the ocean off Greece. Year, 2023. The video shows an infrared sensor aboard a U.S. military platform tracking an object flying just above the surface of the water. The sensor locked onto the object with a targeting reticle, the same kind of tracking lock used to follow aircraft and missiles. The object makes multiple 90-degree turns at 80 miles per hour. Let me be specific about why that matters. A 90-degree turn at 80 miles per hour requires a change in velocity direction of 90 degrees while maintaining speed. For a conventional aircraft, a banked turn at 80 miles per hour requires a turn radius determined by the aircraft's bank angle and its aerodynamic limits. A conventional aircraft executing a 90-degree turn at 80 miles per hour would follow a curved arc, not a sharp corner. The physics of aerodynamic lift and the limits of structural integrity prevent the sharp corner. The video shows what the accompanying report describes as multiple 90-degree turns, not curved arcs, not tight turns, 90-degree turns. The sensor eventually loses track of the object. The accompanying mission report is classified beyond what was released, but the footage itself is public. The address is war.gov/UFO. What the U.S. military says about this footage, they submitted it as an unresolved UAP report. They did not classify it as a drone, balloon, conventional aircraft, or sensor artifact. They classified it as unresolved. That is the most honest thing a military report can say about something it cannot identify. The second most discussed video in the release is filed under the identifier DAW-UAP-D7. It was submitted by the United States Indo-Pacific Command. Duration, 1 minute 5 seconds. Camera type, multiple sensor modalities, both electro-optical, standard camera, and SWIR, short-wave infrared. The accompanying mission report describes the object as a diamond-shaped, moving at approximately 434 knots. 434 knots is approximately 500 miles per hour. The detail that makes this file notable is the sensor data. The object was only detectable via SWIR sensor, not visible on the standard electro-optical camera, only on shortwave infrared. The video itself is split screen for the first 10 seconds. The right side shows the electro-optical feed, the left shows the SWIR feed. On the right side, the standard camera, nothing. On the left, an area of contrast against the background that persists and moves. At the 10-second mark, the display shifts to full-screen SWIR to better track the object. An object that is invisible to the naked eye and to standard cameras, but detectable on SWIR, is not a common phenomenon. Commercial aircraft are visible to both. Most drones are visible to both. Balloons are visible to both. An object detectable only on SWIR could be radiating heat in the infrared spectrum while not reflecting visible light, which would require a material or propulsion system that does not correspond to known aircraft design. The military's official classification? Unresolved. The location? In the vicinity of Japan. The year? 2024. The link to the direct file, war.gov/UAP, search for identifier DAW-UAP-D7. 3 videos from Syria, October 2024. Same incident, 3 camera angles. Filed as DAW-UAP-D32 and related identifiers. U.S. Central Command submitted all 3. Each video shows the same object from a different sensor platform. The redundancy, 3 independent sensor captures of the same event, is significant. It eliminates the possibility of a single sensor artifact. The mission report describes the object as a misshapen and uneven ball of white light. One camera angle shows an unusual orange overlay effect attributed to the object's light. Another captures what the report describes as a light or glare halo effect at the top of the camera feed. The orange overlay is particularly unusual. It appears as 2 semi-transparent, irregularly shaped orange areas overlaying the background imagery, persisting for less than 2 seconds. In conventional camera footage, lens flare and glare from bright light sources produce predictable geometric patterns, circles, rays, hexagonal aperture shapes. The orange overlay in this footage does not match any standard lens flare pattern. The military context? U.S. troops were stationed in Syria during this period as part of ongoing operations against ISIS. The military's classification? Unresolved. The footage is publicly accessible at war.gov/UAP, 3 separate video files, all available without clearance. The historical material in this release is as significant as the modern footage. NASA submitted several files to the release. Apollo 17, 1972, archival imagery from the mission to the moon. A highlighted area in one image, identified by a yellow box in the released version, shows 3 lights visible above the lunar terrain. The astronauts on that mission theorized the lights might have come from chunks of ice. That explanation is noted in the historical record. It is not confirmed. The material remains in the officially unresolved category. Apollo 12, year of the mission, 1969. 2 separate areas of interest, labeled Area 1 and Area 2 in the released imagery, appear above the lunar horizon in archival photographs from the landing site. No formal explanation is given in the released material. More significant is the Apollo 11 crew debriefing. This is not imagery, it is audio transcript. Buzz Aldrin, during a 1969 debriefing of the Apollo 11 crew, recalled spotting a sizable object close to the moon and a fairly bright light source that the crew felt could be a laser. In the debriefing, astronauts are heard saying, "We have a bogey at 10 o'clock high." They clarified the object was not the rocket booster, which they also had in sight. They reported seeing hundreds of little particles. The Apollo 11 crew were 3 of the most rigorously selected, technically trained, and professionally careful individuals in American history. Their debriefing report of an unexplained object near the moon on the most scrutinized space mission ever flown is now an officially released government document. The address is war.gov/UAP. You can read the transcript. The FBI submitted 24 images of UAPs from the western United States to AARO. The images are from late 2025. They show small circular objects near what appears to be mountainous terrain. The FBI also submitted 8 additional images from a separate incident in late 2025. Exact dates and locations are not specified in the released documents. The operator reported they were unable to positively identify any of the UAPs. In a separate FBI file, case number 62-HQ83894, the release includes a 1947 memo from an agent in the FBI's Dallas field office to FBI headquarters. The memo describes the disk as hexagonal in shape, suspended from a balloon by cable, with the balloon approximately 20 feet in diameter. This is the official FBI contemporaneous record of the Roswell incident, not a declassified analysis, not a retrospective assessment, a field agent's memo written within days of the event, forwarded to FBI headquarters, now publicly accessible for the first time. A second FBI file includes a FaceTime interview from September 2023 with a drone operator who, along with colleagues, saw a bright light over the horizon at a U.S. test site. The document notes that redactions were made to protect the identity of eyewitnesses and the location of government facilities. The sighting was described as a linear object with a super bright light, bright enough to see bands within the light. The FBI's classification of this incident, unresolved. The State Department's files are among the least discussed elements of this release, and arguably the most significant for establishing the global scale of UAP encounters. Diplomatic cables from U.S. embassies in Papua New Guinea, Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Georgia, Mexico, and Tajikistan. Dates ranging from 1985 to late 2025. A cable from the U.S. Embassy in Tajikistan in 1994 relayed the experience of a commercial air pilot and crew who reported seeing a strange object at 41,000 feet. A second cable, the most dramatic in the State Department release, describes an incident over Kazakhstan in which a Tajik pilot and 3 American passengers saw a brightly lit object from a jet over Kazakhstan. The object, according to the cable, was making 90-degree turns, doing corkscrews, and maneuvering in circles at great rates of speed. This is a 1994 State Department diplomatic cable, not a fringe report, not a tabloid story, a formal government-to-government document transmitted by a U.S. embassy to Washington. Making 90-degree turns, doing corkscrews, the same behavior described in the 2023 video from the ocean off Greece. 30 decades apart. Different hemispheres, same flight characteristics. A 1-minute report from the U.S. Army detailed an incident in Iraq in 2022 involving one possible small UAP observed near a military base. The Army report notes the object was identified as a possible UAP, but no further investigation was conducted at that time. Multiple reports from Syria in 2024 describe multiple glares or light from an unknown origin observed during operations. A report from Africa Command in 2025, identifier DOW-UAP-PR43, records a U.S. military operator reporting a UAP while operating within African airspace. The Africa report is 2 seconds of infrared footage. A small, barely distinguishable area of contrast moves from the left side of the sensor field of view to the right side, exiting from the bottom right corner. 2 seconds. Unresolved. A UAP report from the United Arab Emirates in 2024, Northern Command submission, an object described in the accompanying report as resembling an inverted teardrop with a vertical pole or bar suspended beneath it. The observer noted the object may instead be a water reflection, which is an honest concession that some reported UAPs have mundane explanations, but the object appears in the northern hemisphere airspace of the UAE during a military operation, and the observer could not confirm the mundane explanation. All of these documents are at war.gov/UFO. This is the section that will disappoint some viewers, and it is the most important section in the video to understand clearly. This release does not contain confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial life, confirmed evidence of alien technology recovered by the U.S. government, confirmation that any of the objects filmed are not of human origin. The Pentagon's own statement on the release says explicitly that the descriptive and estimative language in these military memos reflects the subjective interpretation of the person who wrote the report and should not be interpreted as a conclusive indication of what actually happened. The 2024 AARO report, which remains the most comprehensive government assessment of UAP evidence, found no evidence that any government investigation had confirmed a sighting of alien technology. That finding has not been reversed by this release. What has changed is the transparency. Before today, these files existed but were inaccessible to the public. Now they are accessible. The evidence in them does not prove alien life. The evidence in them also does not disprove the existence of phenomena that human science and military technology cannot currently explain. Those are different statements. Rep. Ana Paulina Luna, who has been one of the most active congressional voices demanding UAP transparency, noted in a statement on Friday that 46 additional UAP videos identified by whistleblowers are expected to be released in a later Pentagon release. This is Release 01. There will be more. Here is the only honest observation available from a single day of reviewing these files. The United States government has, for 80 years, collected reports of aerial phenomena that its own trained military personnel, pilots, operators, intelligence officials, could not identify. Those reports span every decade from 1947 to 2025. They span every continent. They span Cold War and peacetime. They span technology generations from photographic film to shortwave infrared sensors. The consistency of some of the described behaviors, 90-degree turns without deceleration, objects visible only on infrared, light phenomena without conventional source, across 80 years and multiple independent observers is not proof of anything, but it is a question. A question that the government has, until today, largely chosen not to share with the people it represents. Today, that changed. The files are at war.gov/UFO, not behind a classification, not behind a Freedom of Information request, not mediated through a journalist or a leak. The primary sources are publicly accessible. What they mean is a question that deserves more than a YouTube video. It deserves the attention of every physicist, every aeronautical engineer, every atmospheric scientist, and every institution that claims to take the study of the unknown seriously. Whether it gets that attention? That is the question this release leaves open. If you want to see this material for yourself, war.gov/UFO. Everything in this video is there. No account, no clearance, no charge. Subscribe if you want analysis of the next release when it drops, and there will be a next release. 46 more videos have been identified. They have not been published yet. When they are, this channel will cover them the same way this one was covered. Primary sources first, honest analysis second, conclusions only where the evidence supports them. Subscribe and go read the files.